Vanderjack. I'm sorry. Pardon me, guys. Vanderchoke. Was that you? Because it looked a lot like you. It looked that final kick looked very similar to the '05 divisional game.
Yeah, like, did you come out of retirement just for tonight's game? Did the Colts call you and say, yeah, Vinatieri's not here. Can you come in for one game?
Yeah, I mean, you're known for going wide right against the Steelers, but sure you went wide left. I mean, like, holy shit. Damn, man, what a game.
Now tell me about it. This was not an easy battle.
And clearly.
Nor did we expect it to be easy.
Nah, but pretty interesting and fun game, man. Steelers and Colts. Steelers just barely walk out of Pittsburgh with a win, man. 26-24?
Yep.
So, I mean, hey, we got the win.
I mean, it's not the prettiest, it's not the nicest, it's not the fanciest,
it's
but...
not by any means, man. This was a very ugly and nasty win. However...
A win is a win.
And I'll take it. With our circumstances right now, I'll take it. We advanced to 4-4. We are at 500 once again. We are still in the hunt for the playoffs and for the division. So, although it's not the prettiest win, it's a pretty ugly win. It didn't go our way in many things, and we almost gave the game away. But I'll take it. A win's a win. I'll take it with our circumstances. So... why not? I'll take it. But
for real.
But let's get into the game, man. Offense was dreadful. I mean, what else can I say?
Yeah, let's talk about the offense first.
Offense was shit. I mean, they had a few spark plays. Trey Edmonds, who had a decent game, he came in and had a 45-yard run. Then Vance McDonald stepped up in this game, got our only touchdown, offensive touchdown. Our second touchdown came from. I mean, we'll announce that, although you guys already know who it is, but we'll get to that point later. Thanks, Dolphins, by the way. But of course, James Washington's 40-yard gain late in the game, which he had arguably his best game of his career. He stepped up big time when it was needed and made some big catches and shit. So Washington's starting to step up. We're seeing a little bit more Washington and Rudolph's connection from Oklahoma State being transited into our offense. Hopefully we see more of that down the road. But outside of that, our offense did fucking nothing. It was just 3 and out, punts. It was not taking advantage of opportunities, not taking advantage of defensive turnovers. It was bad field position.
Yeah, our red zone offense was absolutely garbage.
Atrocious. Play calling was conservative and trash as hell. Like, I don't know what Fickner is doing, man. Mason Rudolph, I'm going to say he had an okay game, but you can definitely tell he was off in this game. I don't know if there's still some rust there from last week and shit, but he was definitely missing on some throws and shit. The rushing game, I mean, there was no existence in the rushing game. Yeah, Trey Edmonds had what? He had 12 carries for 73 yards, which on paper looks good, but if you think about it, he only had a 45-yard run, and that was pretty much it. So, rushing game, although statistically we did something decent, but we didn't really do much with the rushing game. No. Receivers weren't stepping up outside of course, Washington and McDonald and shit. And, of course, Jalen Samuels was a big playmaker for the... although he had a very, what could have been a costly fumble late in the game and everything, but he definitely stepped up in his role with James Conner out and had 13 receptions, although it was just for 73 yards, but still 13 receptions. That's another thing with this offense. It was just dinks and dunks and shit. So
yeah, it's the same repetitive plays and the same shit
exactly.
every
game.
Time in this game.
Like this offense in some games, which has been against garbage teams. Let's let the cat out of the bag. When the offense has performed good, it's been against trash ass teams like the Bengals and the Dolphins. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's Monday Night Football. Our two best offensive performances this season was Monday Night Football, and it was against the Bengals and the Dolphins. And outside of that, even our offense looked good, but they didn't look great or anything. Granted, yes, we still have a second year and second string quarterback in and most of the backups and shit.
Right.
And a lot of young talent there, but still, I mean, this offense is capable of performing so much better. Rudolph honestly still needs to be let off the leash.
Yeah, this whole entire it's not just Rudolph. It's like I feel like the receivers could be doing a lot more better.
Yeah, they could.
I just feel like they're kind of held back.
It's that, and it's but it's also a combined issue because receivers they definitely need to step up. And yeah, I agree they're held back, but at the same time, they're not creating separation. They're not creating a lot of open space for Rudolph to throw the ball to. So in a way, I kind of understand why Fickner is doing what he's doing, but at the same time,
that's not going to win you games.
Exactly.
I mean, for God's sake, we barely escaped this game with a win.
Yeah.
Like, you can't win games like this.
Right, and that performance pretty much just dragged the entire defense down. Defense, I think, had a really good performance. It's just that, yes, they did have a few sloppy plays and a few sloppy drives here and there and shit. Especially since Jacoby Brissett went down and Brian Hoyer, who was the backup for the Colts, came in and had a pretty good game through 3 fucking touchdowns. But although they had a few sloppy drives here and there, but I feel like most of it was due to the offense lacking in this game, putting them in bad positions that they shouldn't have been in, and they couldn't, perform the way they should, So it just hurt the defense completely. It really dragged the defense down. It affected the defense completely in this game. Although I think the defense is still great. I'm loving the defense, and they're doing really good. They're doing what they can. They're stepping up big time, man. They, like you said in the preview, they had to keep us in this game, and that's pretty much what they did with them stepping up. Minka Fitzpatrick's still a fucking dog, man. 96-yard interception return for a touchdown. He scored as many touchdowns as our offense did in this game. Minka Fitzpatrick. This is his 6th game in the black and gold. He already has 4 fucking interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fucking touchdown.
Fucking unbelievable. And people were wondering why the hell we got rid of a first-round pick for this guy.
6 games, and he already has the most interceptions by a Steeler. Not Steelers defender, not Steelers defensive back. Steelers defender altogether since Troy.
That was back in 2010. That's nearly a damn decade.
That was when Troy won. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's when Troy won Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow. This is his 6th game in the black and gold. He has already forced the most turnovers since Troy in fucking almost 10 years. It's like, goddamn. He is a dog. He is a monster. He is that boy, man. And it's official. I was a little off the sketch because I want to see if he can still keep this up. He's keeping this up. I'm buying his jersey. And even if he changes his number next year, because his number was, of course, 29 in Miami. But, of course, he couldn't wear 29 because that's what Cam Kelly. So he chose next best thing is 39, which I was okay with.
Yeah, I'm fine with him wearing 39. I feel like 39 looks fucking great on him.
I think he's making 39 look good. I think he is our Eddie Jackson, man. He's just performing so much like him.
without a doubt.
But if he changes that number back to 29 next year, because I don't see Cam Kelly staying with us for long, I'm still buying that jersey as well. Like, I'm buying his 39 jersey, and if he changes his number, I'm buying that jersey as well. Minka Fitzpatrick is a fucking monster, man.
He's a beast. He's a baller. He's a fucking dynamic fucking guy that we have lacked for so long.
For so fucking long. Since Troy's...
He's a guy that we needed. Like, my God. Our secondary, like...
Minka...
I'm just glad we finally have a guy that is so productive
and is so capable of forcing turnovers and making plays. Like... We have lacked that for so long, and we all know this, but to have it back is just a breath of fresh air.
It just feels so good to finally have a defensive back like that again.
Yeah. I mean, we
didn't even have to draft him.
No, we didn't. We had to trade for him a first-round pick, which is essentially drafting him.
If you ask me, I consider this a steal.
It was a fucking steal because...
I would consider this a steal because all we traded away was a first-round pick.
Right, which is funny because, we look at it. We traded a first-round pick for Minka Fitzpatrick to, wait a minute, we only traded a first-round pick for Minka Fitzpatrick because this motherfucker's playing to the level of 2 first-round picks at this point. 6 games and four fucking interceptions. He is pretty much, he is forcing at least 1 turnover per game because he has 6 forced turnovers altogether. That's fucking incredible. And he's only going to get better. Seriously. He's still young. This is his 6th game. He's going to learn the system. He's still young as fuck, so he's only going to get better as a player. That's insane. Minka Fitzpatrick is that boy, man. He is a fucking monster. We can't be more glad than to have him in the black and gold. Like,
absolutely.
He just keeps fucking making plays, man.
Absolutely.
And he came in and fucking stole that shit. Like, holy shit. Like, he jumped in front of the receiver, man. That brought me flashbacks of Troy because we all know how he used to jump in front of motherfuckers and steal that shit and just haul ass and make plays and God, it feels good to have it back.
It was legit like I'm not like what's the
comparing?
Word? Yeah, thank you. Comparing him to Troy, but it's like another resemblance of what Troy was.
Right, but no one's ever gonna replace Troy or come close to the level of what Troy was or is or whatever, or to his legacy, his play style, that will never ever be recreated.
But all we ever asked for was a productive defensive back to replace Troy, and we were never able to do that. Now we finally have one. And I literally remember from the comment section people saying, "Oh, he's not that good. You don't need to calm down."
He's not that good? Are you fucking kidding me?
Four picks in 6 games.
Dude,
he just doubled as many picks as he had last year with the Dolphins when he played all 16.
And not even half of the games. Like, Jesus Christ. Dolphins, you don't know what the fuck you had in them.
You got rid of probably the best guy you ever had. You not ever had, but
could have had
right
on
now.
Your team. Like, seriously.
In the whole era, in this decade. You just got rid of him and gave him to us.
Yeah, man, that dude is a ball. That dude is a stud. He's only going to get better, man, and that's the scary part. Fitzpatrick, keep doing what you're doing. You're a fucking monster, man. Completely. And we still got you for 4 more years on a cheap fucking deal. Holy shit. I can't wait to see what he does in the next 4 years.
Seriously,
my God,
man.
It's exciting to know what he's gonna do.
Exactly. Ever since he came to this team, our defense has shined.
It has, man.
And they did for the most part in this game. You know, the pass rush was still very good. Bud Dupree,
he had his best game of his career, in my opinion. He had 2 sacks, one of them being a strip sack, and he made a crucial 3rd down stop before Vinatieri or Vanderchuk or whatever the fuck you want to call him. Because I can't tell the difference after that fucking shit. I mean, that was even close. Holy shit. The laces were in. The laces are supposed to be out. Shout out to Ace Ventura and, that great movie. And Ray Finkel and all that shit. Classic movie. But laces were in, granted, yes. But goddamn.
That shit was a mile away. Holy shit.
That wasn't even close. But still, Bud Dupree made a great 3rd down stop. And just, man.
Seriously, Bud Dupree this year has produced impressive numbers.
Yeah, honestly, I'm almost to the point of saying resign him, but at the same time, I'm saying, wait, hold up, this is his first really good year. You don't want to resign him to a fucking Zadarius Smith contract and him just be like, oh, the last 4 years and shit. Right. What I would do is that if the Steelers are interested in bringing him back, franchise tag him and see what he can do, and then maybe negotiate a long-term contract. So that's what I would do.
But so far, Dupree has been playing fantastic all year, in my opinion.
Him and Watt are complimenting each other to the point Watt had another good game and everything.
Bud Dupree, where the hell was this shit for the last 4 years?
I don't know. I don't know what drove him. It probably had to be the contract year. It's either contract year or he's taking illegal substances or some shit. I have no fucking clue. But I'm glad you're showing up when you needed to.
And just keep doing what you're doing.
Hopefully you keep it up, man, because this defense needs it, and you're one of the players that's really stepping up, so good shit. Bravo, man. Bravo. Keep it up, man. Other than that, pretty sloppy game, ugly game from the Steelers. Offense really didn't do a damn thing. They really dragged us down. Defense tried to keep us in as much as they can and pretty much helped us win the game in some cases. But other than that, pretty epic game, pretty ugly game from the Steelers. But hey, it may be ugly. It may not be the prettiest fucking win, but I'll take it. With our circumstances, I'll gladly take it. A win is a win. We're still in the hunt for the fucking playoffs. Especially, I mean, just like I said, look at our circumstances with the injuries we have and the players we got filling in for them, and even the division rankings and the AFC playoff rankings. I'll take it, man. It's a good look for the guys. It's a good look for Tomlin. It's a good look for the young guys and get them development and shit. So I like it. I'll take the win. We got the Rams next week, so we definitely got to perform a lot fucking better if we want to try to get a win there.
Yeah.
Especially since the Rams got a bye. They definitely, of course, looked at this game and are, I'm sure they're game planning right now as we speak and shit. So we got a big test ahead of us with the fucking Rams. Granted, the Rams have been up and down this year, but still, the fucking Rams. I mean, holy shit. So we got a big game ahead of us. There still needs to be a lot of fix up on both sides of the ball still, but let's just fix that shit up.
Good win. Got the wins. What we needed.
I'll take it, man. But we got a big test. We got to clean some shit up. Hopefully we get some healthy players back next week and shit, and hopefully we surprise some folks, man. I guess the Rams, man. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it's definitely going to be exciting. But glad we got the win. I'll take it. Not the prettiest, but I'll fucking take it. Steelers beat the Colts 26-24 in an epic game, man. Another Steelers and Colts classic. Good shit, man. So, that's pretty much it, man. Let us know you guys' thoughts about the game and shit down in the comments below. By the way, fuck the refs because they almost fucked us over towards the end of the game. I'm glad I mentioned that because that would have pissed me off if we would have ended this video and then none of us would have mentioned that. Fuck the refs. They cost Jalen Samuels a fucking touchdown at the goal line and shit. And they clearly fucked us over with that pass interference on Steven Nelson. That ball was nowhere near catchable. It was highly overthrown. I mean, I don't think fucking Godzilla would have caught that shit with how fucking overthrown that was.
Yeah,
Holy
these
shit.
refs, like,
And then Tomlin challenged it, and of course, like every fucking challenge, pass interference this year, it's not overturned. So it's like it's a waste of a challenge. It's a waste of a rule. It's like it's I don't know, man. These officials are trash.
It's like we just gave up a timeout.
We did. We gave up 2 because Tomlin challenged
offensive pass interference, of which there really wasn't.
Yeah.
So it's like, Tomlin, you're kind of fucking up. You
Right.
kind of, like, you should not challenge whatsoever.
Yeah.
You're like the worst when it comes to challenging plays. Like, Tomlin, knock it off.
Seriously. So, but
nonetheless, we got the win. So
yeah. So I'll take it. But let us know your guys' thoughts down in the comments below, man. And let's get ready for the Rams. And he totally just farted. But let's see you guys in the next one, man.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you later.
Peace.
Oh God.